In today's world, the biggest challenge is lifestyle disease like diabetes, heart attack, and metabolism disorder. One of the biggest problems is gallstone. These little troublemakers are like the uninvited guest in your gallbladder. So the gallbladder is a small and mighty organ. This is like a little storage unit for bile. Basically, bile is a digestive fluid that helps break down the fat. Sometimes these things too twisted when cholesterol and bile pigment decided to team up and form the little crystal. These are the gallstones. These stones can cause all sort of chaos from mild discomfort to unbearable pain. So today we will try to understand about gallstone. So what is gallstone, when it formed in our body, and where it formed and how it formed, and what is the diagnosis, treatment and prevention for the gallstone. So let's take a journey into the complex world of the gallbladder, a tiny yet mighty organ placed just below the liver. So the gallbladder is our body's personal digestive powerhouse and works effectively to break down the foods we consume, especially fat, with the help of bile. So the bile is the unseen hero of the digestive system, made exactly by our liver to aid in the breakdown of fats. You know what? This precious bile is not just free to roam. It is stored in the gallbladder, awaiting its cue to rush onto the scene and tackle those lipids like a champion. Now enter the villain of our tale, that is gallstone. This little troublemaker can range in size from a grain of sand to a scary table tennis ball. They are like an unwelcome guest in our gallbladder, made up of the mixture of cholesterol and bilirubin, which is the byproduct of the red blood cell, or sometimes a mixture of both. But don't worry, for every hero needs a plan to conquer their enemies. There are a host of tactics at our disposal, from dietary changes, mainly reducing cholesterol intake into medication to dissolve those stones called invader. There is a storage of option, and if push comes to pull, the surgical intervention might be on the cards. Yes, it sounds scary, but imagine it as a daring rescue mission to rid your gallbladder of those troublemaker guests, and one for all. With the modern techniques like laparoscopy surgery, recovery can be swift, and soon you will be back to enjoying your favorite food without a care in the world. So there we have it, the epic saga of gallbladder, which is gallstone. It's a tale of resilience, perseverance, and ultimately triumph. And with the right approach, you can ensure that your gallbladder remains the unsung hero of your digestive adventures for years to come. Now let's jump into the region of forming gallstones. Imagine our liver as a busy factory actively producing a golden solution called bile. This magical liquid is not just any other fluid, it's the secret sauce our body relies on breaking down fats and soaking up essential vitamins like vitamin A, E and D and K. Now imagine this, we treat in a soup of meal, complete with all the delicious, greasy delight your heart desires. As your taste bud reveal in the disparity, our gallbladders spring into action, releasing a flood of bile into our intestine like a floodgate opening after a storm. It's a work of digestion in motion, composed by the humble yet powerful substance. But here is the problem arises. Sometime during this digestive dance, something goes twisted tiny crystal begin to form in the bile, like a naughty little troublemakers, causing disaster in your gallbladder. And these are the infamous gallstones, a sneaky invader that can turn a food delight into a painful nightmare. Now, we will talk about the types of gallstone. So the gallstone come in two flavors. There are the cholesterol associate, formed from the excess cholesterol in the bile, and then there are the pigment pall, made from the bilirubin. These little devil can cause quite a disorder, blocking the flow of bile and sending wave of discomfort rippling through your abdomen. So let's look into gallstone complication and risk factor. Imagine your body as a well-tuned machine with every part playing a crucial role. It's smooth functioning. But these tiny stones can cause chaos when they decide to obstruct bile ducts, causing a force of discomfort known as biliary colic, or more commonly known as gallbladder attack. So who suffer more? The women in particular are on the front line in this battle against gallstone. Why? Blame it on the hormone. Imagine this, the estrogen, the leading lady of female hormones, has the ability to boosting cholesterol level in bile, laying the perfect groundwork for gallstone formation. Meanwhile, the progesterone, the another hormone in the mix, decide to play it cool by slowing down the gallbladder impeding process, making it cozy hideout for the gallstone. So, in this hormone-fueled drama within your body, gallstone merge as an enemy, causing chaos and discomfort. So gallstone waiting in our gallbladder can strike anyone, but they often have a few favorite traits they look for in their victims. First up, there is excess cholesterol in the bile, a recipe for trouble. Then there is bilirubin, the troublemaker in certain medical conditions like liver cirrhosis or blood disorder. It's like adding an extra flop of color to the mix, turning innocent bile into the pigment stone. But wait, there is more. If your gallbladder decide to take a nap instead of doing its job, like bile becomes immobilized, just waiting for the opportunity to team up with some cholesterol and form gallstone. Okay, and here is the things get a big personal. If you have been enjoying a bit too much of life pleasures and find yourself carrying a bit of extra weight around, you are giving the gallstone a prime spot to set up the camp. It's like rolling out the red carpet for unwanted guests. And let's not forget the crash dieters and rapid weight loss supporters. Your gallbladder is not too thrilled about the sudden change in diet and might retaliate by the forming some stone of its own. It's like a protest from your internal organ. Slow down, they are saying you can't keep up with this wild diet swing. Even certain medication can join the gallstone party, sneaking in under the radar and adding to the chaos. So whether it's excess cholesterol, uncontrollable bilirubin and slow gallbladder, some extra pound, or even a few too many pills, there is no shortage of reason why those sneaky gallstone might decide to crash your internal party. Stay vigilant, my friend, and keep your gallbladder happy. Let's swing into the gallstone symptoms now. Imagine this. You are going about your day when suddenly a sharp pain grips your upper abdomen like a vise. It's a persistent, refusing to let go. Nausea creeps in, threatening to turn your stomach into inside out, while the simple thought of food sends you running for the nearest bathroom. And just when you think it can't get any worse, there is vomiting, an unwelcome guest crashing the party. But wait, there is more. The gallstones are not content with causing a disturbance in your gut, it also blocks bile ducts. So the firework, acute cholecystitis or pancreatitis, is like a consequence of pain, all because of this little stone playing disaster with your body. So gallstone does not always come knocking with a bang. Some people float through life blissfully unaware, while others are hit like a ton of bricks. One day you are fine, the next day you are yellow as a lemon. That indicates jaundice, which is a evident sign of something wrong. A roller coaster ride of symptoms from mild discomfort to full-blown chaos. Just when you think you got your body figured out, along comes a tiny stone to shake things up. So what is the medical diagnosis for the gallstone? So thank you for watching. So diagnosis I will explain in the next video.